Hi everybody, it's Tuesday the 29th of June and this is your maths lesson for today, and you're going to need a pencil and a piece of paper. And the lessons today, we are looking at pounds and pence, and this is to do with money, and it's also going to help us with our understanding more of our decimals, of our tenths and our hundredths as well. So make sure you have those things. We're going to start with our 4 a day. So you're going to choose one of the colours, have a go, and then your answers will come after. Pause the video and have a go at your 4 a day. Here are your answers to your 4 a day. Check that you got them correct and work out what mistakes you made if you did make any, and we'll move on. We'll start with some get ready questions. A couple of questions to begin with to get your brain into money and decimals and place value of decimals. Here are some questions for you to try. Pause the video and have a go at these questions. Let's have a look at number 1. How many pence in £1? Well, the answer for that one is 100 pence equals £1. Then for questions 2, 3 and 4, you had to count the money and write down what do you notice. Well, for number 2, there was 20p in 2p's, 5p's and 10p's. They were all the same value even though they were of different coins. Question 3 repeated the same. They were different amounts of different coins, but they all had the same value. So for the first one, there was 200 pence, which is the same as £2. It was £2 in 50p's and £2 in £1 coins. And for question number 4, they were all worth £10 in £1 coins, £2 coins and £5 notes. Well done if you managed to do those ones, and we'll move on. We're going to start our main lesson now, so make sure you have everything that you need to get ready, and we'll be off. Starting with this question here. Who has the most money and who has the least? Pause the video and have a go. What will you need to do, or how can you organise the coins as well to help you work that out as quickly as you can? Let's have a look and see. Jack has got a 20 pence piece, and then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5p coins. And we can do 6 times 5, which equals 30. So he's got 30p and 20p, which would make 50 pence. We could have grouped our 5p's into 2 sets of 5 to make the multiples for 10, and we could have added it that way. And Mia has got a 50p, and we will start with the largest coin is the best way. So we start with the 50, then add the 20, which is 70, then add the 2, which is 72, and the 1, making 73 pence. So it helps counting here money if you start with the largest coins of value, not in size, but which coins are the largest in value. So we would have done 50p, 20p, 2p, 1p. And then Mo, he has a £1 coin and 2 £2 coins. So he has £5. So Mo has the most money, Jack has the least. This time now we're looking at how much does Whitney have. And Tiny the Turtle says, I think you have 266p. Would the turtle be correct? Have a go and work out, is he correct or not? Pause the video. Let's have a look and see. And if we line up and separate our coins in pounds and pence, so we can see that we've got the pounds on the left side, because we can count them up quite easily, and then we've separated the rest of the coins to see how many pence we've got. So we've got £2, and we've got 50, 10, 5 and 6, which makes 66p. So we've got £2.66. So if we know that 100 pence equals £1, then 200 pence equals £2. So 266p, the Tiny the Turtle was correct. Well done if you knew that as well. Just to help us understand a bit more about our pence and pounds, if we think about money as decimals, how many 10p's are there in £1? And if we think about it when we've been learning about decimals, how many tenths are there in one whole? And these two, money and decimals, relate the same. So 10p is the same as 1/10. So 10p is equal to 0.10 pound. So how many 1p's are there in £1? Well, if we know the question to how many hundredths are there in one whole, it would mean the same in money. 1p is 1/100th of £1. So 1p as a decimal would be 0.01 pounds. So looking back at how much Whitney has, she has 266 pence. That 6 is worth 60p, which is equal to 6/10 of a pound, which is equal to 0.60 pound. And if we have the 6p out of the 66p, 6p is equal to 6/100th of a pound, which is the same as 0.06. So £2.66 is the same as 2.66. So we can see how money relates to our decimal knowledge of our tenths and our hundredths. So let's have a look at this one here. It says now, how much does Rosie have? Pause the video. How could you organise the coins and count up to work out how much she has? Let's have a look and see. Again, we can organise our notes and our coins into our whole pounds and our pence. So we can see that she's got £7 and then she's got 34p. So Rosie has £7 and 34p, or 734 pence, or £7.34. So there are three ways that we could write it. Let's have a look at this problem. It says Alex has these coins. She drops one of her coins. How much could she have left? So you need to pause the video and have a think. What are all the possibilities if she drops one of those coins? What money could she have left? Have a think. What could you do to organise this so that you can make sure you have all the possibilities? Pause the video and have a go. Let's have a look and see. Well, we can see there that she's got a £1, 2 pence, a 10 pence, a 50 pence and a 1 pence. So if she drops the pound, then she's left with those remaining 4 coins. So that's a 50, a 10, a 2 pence and a 1p coin. So she could have been left with 63p if she dropped the pound coin. So in an organised way, we could work our way across and cancelling out each coin to see what we would be left with. So if she dropped the 2p coin, she'd have £1, 50p, 10p and 1p, giving her £1 and 61 pence, or £1.61. If she dropped the 10p coin, she would have been left with £1, 50 pence, 2 pence and 1 pence. So again, it would have been £1 and 53 pence, or £1.53. You can see how we're doing this in an organised way. If she dropped the 50p, that would have left her with £1, 10p, the 2p and the 1p, making it £1 and 13p, or 1.13, £1.13. And the last one, if she dropped the 1p coin, she'd have been left with £1, 50p, 10p and 2p, which means she would have had £1 and 62 pence, £1.62. So there were 5 possible ways that you should have found there, and again thinking how you could have done it in an organised way to make sure you had all the possibilities. Let's move on. Coming next are some questions for you to try. Pause the video, have a go at the questions, and then your answer will come afterwards. Read the question, pause the video, and see what you can come up with. Let's have a look. The question was, how much money is there? And in the first set there was 33 pence, and in the second image there was 38 pound. And what is the same and what is different? And you could have looked and had to come up with 2, and some possibilities could have been the same amount of coins or notes were used and the same digits were used in the answers. Even though they're of different values, they both had the 3 and the 8 digit had to be used. And what was different? Not the same coins were used, you could have said, or one is in pence and the other is in pounds. You may have come up with your other answers as well, but those were some first ones you could have used. Here comes another question. Pause the video, read the question, and then your answer will follow. Let's have a look at the answer. It said to complete the statements. We should have said that there is £4, there is 75 pence, so there is £4 and 75p, so there is £4.75, and then it said draw money so that there are fewer coins but the same total amount. So you still had to show £4.75 but drawing it using the least amount of coins to make that total. So you could have used 2 £2 coins, a 50p, a 20p and a 5p. Well done if you managed to do that. Pause the video and have a go at this question. Have a look and see. Have a look and see, did you manage to find the right pairs and you managed to match your lines correctly? Well done if you did. Pause the video and have a go at this question. Match the person to the correct amount. And before you start doing, there's that important question at the top to help you. What could you write down to help you? Before you start thinking about where to draw your lines, what could you write down that would help you answer the question? Here's your answer. Have a look and see if you wrote down the right prices and you drew the lines to the right amounts. And then when you're ready, we'll move on to the next part. Have a go at this question, read it carefully, and then your answer will come afterwards. Here is your answer. It said Amir has a note in his pocket. Annie has 3 coins in her pocket. Amir must have more money than Annie. Do you agree? And we should have said no. An example of an explanation would have been that Amir could have a £5 note in his pocket, but Annie could have 3 £2 coins, which would have made £6. So the answer for that, whether you agreed, should have been no, and you gave an example. Pause the video and have a look at this problem here. Have a go yourself, and then afterwards we'll go through and see how we could have worked out the answer. So pause the video, have a good go, and then your answer will come after. So let's have a look at the problem. It says Kim has 4 coins. The coins add to a multiple of 10. The total amount is more than £1. All the coins are silver. The total is less than £1.50. Which 4 coins could Kim have? So there were more than one possibility, and you had to see if you could find all of those possibilities. So let's have a look first of all. All the coins are silver. So it must only be the 50p, the 20p, the 10p and the 5. The coins add to a multiple of 10. The total amount is more than £1. So could we try and make £1? The answer would be no, because our total must be more than £1. So if our coins add to a multiple of 10, then the possibilities would have been £1.10, £1.20, £1.30, £1.40. Could we have done £1.50? The total is less than £1.50. So it would have only have been these 4 possible totals that we could have gone for. So let's have a look at the other parts of the problem that would have helped us. Kim has 4 coins. So let's look at how could we have made, using 4 coins, £1.10. Only the silver coins there. So to make £1.10 we could have done 50p and 50p and 5p and 5p. There we've got silver coins and we've used 4 of them. There was a second possibility to make £1.10 as well. 50p, 20p, 20p and another 20p. Again, 4 coins, all silver, to make that total. To make £1.20, we could have used a 50p, another 50p, a 10p and a 10p. To make £1.30, we could have used a 50 pence, a 20 pence and a 10. And to make £1.40, a 50 pence, another 50 pence, 20 pence and another 20 pence. So those were the possibilities that you could have used and found to answer that question. Well done if you managed to do that one. Here we have this problem. You need to read it carefully, think about what you could write down to help yourself, and then look at the statements, true or false, and can you give a reason for your choice. So let's have a look at these first 2 statements. Well, hopefully the first thing that we worked out was how much money did Mo have. And by adding up, we would have worked out that he had £11.21. So looking at statement A, you can make an amount greater than 11. That statement was true because if we counted them all up, we knew that £11.21 is greater than £11. Statement B, he said, you can make exactly £1.50 using 3 coins. And if we had investigated that, we would have found out, trying lots of different possibilities, that that statement was false. Now, the same question, but there are 2 more statements for you to try. Again, thinking what you can use to help yourself by counting and your knowledge, and see, are these statements true or false, and can you give a reason for your choice? What can you find out as your evidence? Let's see. Well, the first statement on this side, it says you can make exactly £2.2 using 4 coins. And that statement was true because you could have used a £1, 50p, 50p and 2p coin. That would have been your evidence, your reason for your choice. And for part D, it says you can make exactly £6.11. And that statement was also true because you could have used £5, £1, 5p and then the 3 2-pence coins. Well done if you managed to do those ones. For our last activity, we have a challenge now. There are 4 different challenges for you to try with some different questions involving money. If you want to try them, pause the video, have a go, and your answers will follow. How did you do? Here are your answers. Have a look and see how you did. And that's the end of the lesson for today. Well done for today. Tomorrow will be a different lesson, looking at a different type of maths concept. So look out for that one. Have a go at the other lessons, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.